right, so I have this piece of plexiglass. It was left at the house, and it's kind of translucent, but it has paint on it. I don't know if they used it to spray paint the house, and this is for a catch. But I found that if I put this cleaner on it, I can actually get it cleaned off. This stuff you see underneath it is actually the table that I'm cleaning it off with. So the idea is to get it all cleaned off, and I guess you'll have to watch the video to see what it turns out to be. Okay, I know this is a crude drawing, but I just need to get some measurements. What you can see, I'm basically making like a shadow box, and then this glass piece will go in the front that Yvonne is going to have to do something with when I'm done. So now I need to cut some boards. It's going to be 14 by 25. All right, so this project is going to be made out of pallet wood. I've picked a few pieces, but first I need to remove the nails. All right, so now that I've got these sanded down, now I need to cut them to length. The first length I will cut, but first I'm going to take off. You can see that it's split here. So I'm going to clean that up to where it's actually good wood. So the next thing I want to do is on all four sides when I make the box, I want to have a groove in here so this plastic will sit into it. So I'm going to take these over to the table saw and put a small little dado in there. All right, so I'm going to cut this down to size, but what I'm going to do first is tape it. This is a plastic, so hopefully it'll hold together and not crack. All right, so now I'll just put it together. So now I'm going to make some blocks at 45 degrees just to kind of hold these together. I mean, it's going to be stable, but I want it to be secure because this is going to hang off the wall when it's all said and done. All right, so here's the blocks. We're just going to go right here. What that'll do is help keep it from tweaking a little bit. Now I'm just going to shoot a couple of Brad's nails in here just to hold it while the glue dries. So now I need to sand to rough up this plastic for what we're doing next. It's going to be the stencil on a word. Yvonne was kind enough to actually cricket it out for me today while I was at work. So Yvonne is trying to teach me how to do, what do you call this, a transfer?
Stencil, yes.
Sure.
So we have it to fit it, but now I told them just to do a little bit of tape, measure from his top and the bottom.
So that's 1 3/4 inches, and that's almost 2, so 1 7/8 inches. Okay.
Okay, and then just put the tape right at the top of it where you want it to be, which is basically just the line. Okay, so then you just take this off, and your letters will come with you. Careful, because sometimes it will go back on itself, and then you have to cut off cut out a whole nother one. Do it. That's not working, because once you get it down, it's going to want to stick.
All right. How much room do you got?
You got to come over my way just a little bit.
Okay.
And we need to make sure that we're at the top. Oh, we're not. There you go.
Does that look good?
Mm-hmm. I think we're good.
So this would have been a lot easier if I wouldn't have put it together first.
Maybe. It's okay. We got it down. I would have been a little bit hard with 2 people, but so your ruler will work. So we'll just use the vinyl. So we had to reverse the letters so you could see it. So honestly, all I did for Chris's beer was find a font that was big and bold. And then to get it onto the Cricut mat, I needed to rotate it. So you get this little curve. Yeah, it gets a little curve and then it lets you move it to spin it. But since he wants it to be in the inside and light up from the inside, I need to flip it. That way it would come out the way that he wanted it. So you'd see the beer from the front and the painting would be protected in the back. So you're not seeing something wrong. He likes this stuff, huh?
Cool.
Yeah, you kind of just wiggle it back and forth instead of pulling straight up. A little wiggle. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So now you can kind of see what it's going to look like. All right, Yvonne's recommendation is to use the ink black. Shake it up so it's good.
Used it in a while. You have to go all the way close anyway, so just do it right up to them.
Hard to see around that corner. Yvonne's using her cheating method again.
But you got it so thick in the corner. That's why I had him choose the Waverly. I thought it would make a clean line for him. Nothing with a top coat. Okay, now he do it. That's what he make me do. I was gonna say go in a little deeper so you don't hit your corner.
So what about like that little spot there?
Just take it. Take your little pitching tool.
So there it is. I think it looks pretty much like the one we had saw.
Yeah, you just have to do something with your wood and
Yep.
seal it in.
All right, so I'm going to use the Howard's Restorer on the wood to darken it up just to make it look older. But before I do that, I want to tape off the edges. All right, so this is a mahogany color, which is going to give it a deep, dark. It almost looks red, but when it dries, it should be nice and dark, which is the look I'm going for. All right, so the last thing I'm doing on this is I am putting on a rope light. It will wrap around the inside of here. Then when I turn it on, it will have a back glow on the sign. I'm just gonna check to make sure I've got enough light to go all the way around. Looks like we'll be good. All right, I'm gonna drill a hole in the center at the edge. That way I can sit there and have the light go through.
Okay.
So there's a bright, a deep red. St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, you can change the colors.
Blue, purple, lighter blue, greenish. And then it goes back to that. But there's also,
Oh.
it'll rotate, do different colors.
He loves options. What'd you shink, Tater? What'd you shink? Okay. Oh my.
Yeah, there's about 10 different color combinations.
There's a lot. I think he's pretty happy with his creation. He did wonderful.
So now with that up there, I always say it's complete, but there's always more that can be added, I guess. And eventually we will finish off this area down here. And I think that would look really nice over the window.